Adrenochrome, science, history, and the myths that followed adrenochrome. It's a strange-sounding word, one that's captured the imagination of conspiracy forums, internet rabbit holes, and even Hollywood scripts. But beneath the mystery, there's a simple truth. Adrenochrome is a real molecule. Just one that's been deeply misunderstood. Today we're going to look at what adrenochrome actually is, what science really knows about it, and how a tiny chemical compound became the center of one of the internet's most bizarre myths. Adrenochrome is a chemical byproduct of adrenaline, also known as epinephrine, the hormone your body releases when you're excited, afraid, or under stress. When adrenaline meets oxygen, it undergoes a reaction called oxidation, and that's what creates adrenochrome. So, it's not something foreign or mysterious. It's just part of how your body naturally processes stress hormones. Chemically, adrenochrome's formula is C9H9NO3, and it's been known to scientists since the early 20th century. Researchers first studied it while exploring how stress and metabolism interact. In your body, adrenochrome exists only in tiny fleeting amounts. It breaks down almost instantly and doesn't cause any physical or mental effects you'd notice. So, where did the adolnaris? Where die the fascination? Because for a brief moment in history, scientists wondered if this little molecule could affect the mind. In the 1950s, psychiatry was changing fast. Researchers were looking for chemical explanations for mental illness. Two Canadian doctors, Abram Hoffer and Humphrey Osmond, proposed something called the adrenochrome hypothesis. They speculated that in certain people, too much adrenochrome might cause hallucinations or delusional thinking, perhaps even schizophrenia. It was a bold idea for its time, but it never held up. Follow-up studies found no clear evidence that adrenochrome affects the brain that way. By the 1970s, the theory had faded away. Today, adrenochrome is basically a scientific footnote, an early experiment in understanding how brain chemistry might relate to perception and emotion. So, if the science was settled decades ago, how did adrenochrome become the centerpiece of so many strange claims online? It started with fiction. In 1971, journalist and author Hunter S. Thompson wrote Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. In one wild scene, a character brags about taking adrenochrome, supposedly extracted from a human source, and calls it the most powerful drug on Earth. It was satire. Thompson's writing was surreal, intentionally exaggerated, meant to critique the chaos of drug culture and media paranoia. But when that scene appeared in the 1998 movie version, audiences took it literally. What was meant as dark comedy slowly morphed into internet fact. Fast forward to the digital era, online message boards, social media, and viral videos revived old myths, giving new life to false stories about adrenochrome. Some claimed it was being harvested from people, or that it was used by secret elites as a rejuvenating drug. These claims are entirely false. There's no evidence, no credible sources, no scientific basis. In reality, adrenochrome can be synthesized easily in a standard lab. It has no psychoactive or life-extending properties and nothing you'd ever feel. If you injected it, your body would simply break it down. Chemically, it's about as exciting as caffeine's leftovers after you've had your morning coffee. Adrenochrome still appears occasionally in lab experiments, mainly as a reference compound or to study oxidation reactions. It has no medical use, no FDA approval, and no connection to any modern medicine. There are no pharmaceutical patents tied to adrenochrome, and no reason for anyone to want it beyond simple chemistry research. So if someone tells you it's a miracle drug or a hidden secret, you can be confident they're mistaken. Adrenochrome's myth illustrates how a tiny fragment of truth can spiral into a global conspiracy. It starts with something real, a molecule that truly exists, and layers on secrecy, fear, and storytelling. These myths often thrive because they touch on real emotions: fear of corruption, curiosity about longevity, and distrust in authority. When people feel uncertainty or loss of control, simple stories, even false ones, can feel comforting. They turn a complex world into something that seems explainable. But, in science, the truth is rarely dramatic. It's measured, tested, and transparent. Here's the reality check. When we look closely at the evidence, the myth simply falls apart. Learning the real story of adrenochrome isn't just about chemistry, it's about remembering that truth and critical thinking still matter, especially in a digital world overflowing with misinformation. Adrenochrome isn't an elixir of youth, it's not a secret drug. It's simply your body doing what it's always done, breaking down adrenaline after moments of stress or excitement. So the next time you see the word online, remember, behind all the myths, there's just science, and science doesn't lie.